What y'all been up to? Y'all miss?
I guess honey, you need a pillow.
She need it.
No, I need a pillow too. I need a pillow.
Yeah. Welcome to Aunt Shira 2012. Oh, 2012. Man, we going all the way back. What's up, y'all? This Aunt.
I'm Shira.
And so today we want to do an episode with something that's very, very important. Shira ordered these Ancestry DNA kits.
All right, and I got the discount because I ordered it during Black Friday back in November.
Oh, was
Yeah,
that long ago?
and we were supposed to do it then.
Oh.
But somebody.
Okay. So she ordered it on Black Friday. Well, you know what? Guess what? It's Black History Month. So you know what I did? We'll do it today. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad that you did this, Shira, because it's important to know what your ancestry is. Now, I don't know how this works. So.
Well, this is what it looks like. They give you a box. We ordered 2 kits. So we ordered the Ancestry DNA, and then it's also supposed to be a personality.
A personality?
Like, yes, like they're supposed to like send your results and say that because you're this, your individual personality is like that.
Really?
Yes.
So your DNA determines your personality?
Yes.
That's interesting.
And everyone has their own individual personality, so they say.
Well, that's different because normally they talk about like DNA and not DNA, but zodiac signs and all that kind of crazy stuff determine personality. And I ain't know, like, I thought, I was just crazy because like my mama crazy.
Well, we'll find out.
Crazy the good way, Ma. You crazy the good way. She's funny. She's hilarious.
You may not know how much. So when we get it, like,
we talking about my
it's
mama.
in plastic, and then there's this other little plastic thing that you kind of just got to slip your thumb through or slip the scissors,
Yeah, I'm gonna use the scissors
through. All right, so we're taking the scissors, cutting this. Dang. Okay, they don't want anybody to steal your DNA.
No, don't be trying to steal my DNA. And don't be trying to get my DNA to the popo, okay? Don't be trying, hey.
I'm telling you right now, in America, I've been hearing things like that, like, they steal you from your country and then they make you pay for what you find out about. Let me tell you something about America, all right? America, if they want to do something to you and find out information about you, they will invent a law, all right? They'll be like, all right, we're going to have a census, and with this census, we're going to swab your mouth, okay? You don't necessarily have to do a DNA.
But you just scared because you said something about they steal you from your country. I mean, it is Black History Month. I mean,
well,
they did steal us from our country.
Yes, they steal you from your country, and now all these years later, it's like, where am I from?
Where am I from? And I would like to know where I'm from too, because I think that's very, very important for, I think everybody, but in particular African Americans, because we're so, in this country, it's so Americanized, and I need to know what my African part is. So what does it say?
So first thing I see when I open it up, first it's like, welcome to the beginning of your story. Before you spit, activate your kit online, by phone, or with our app.
Oh.
And it's like written so nice and neatly, but it's like, hey, before you take a spit, make sure that you do this.
Oh.
But then when I open it up, the first thing it says here in red is that don't eat, drink, smoke, or chew gum for 30 minutes before you give your spit. Because this is a spit test.
Well, we're going to have to pause because I just got to eat some chicken. I guess that's a part of, being black. I mean, black folks,
I'm so glad you brought that up because I'm telling you
we
right
like
now.
chicken.
We all don't, okay? Huh? But your food of choice is always
fried chicken.
Chicken. But what's my food of choice?
Chicken.
No, what's my food of choice?
Bone-in ribeye.
Be honest. What's my food of choice?
Asian. She always liked the damn Asian stuff, y'all.
Thank you. If it was up to me, I can just eat Asian food every day, all day long, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I'm curious if
you might be Asian American.
If I get like a drop, like you are like 0.00001.
She African Asian American. Well, I would be. And then you teach a lot of Asians. You might just be Asian American.
Sure. But I'm curious, you never know what you're gonna expect. Obviously, I'm not Asian, but I wouldn't be surprised considering all the food I eat.
Okay.
What was a drop in
So we gotta do, it say spit in the tube. That's the first, that's for activate. So we're gonna pause here in a few minutes and grab the cell phone. Yes. And we're gonna go ahead and get online. And then it say number 2, spit in the tube. So let me see what the tube looks like.
All right, let's see what else we have in here. So we have this little thing here.
Oh, well,
what's this? I don't know. Oh, that's probably what you're gonna put into the send back. Tube.
Okay.
This is a tube. Is that mouthwash? What is that? Doesn't it look like some scope?
It does like scope. I don't know if I trust this thing. Y'all
No, they're like, we don't want no funky saliva, right? You gonna send your spit back, let it smell good.
Hey, I got health insurance. Can we just go to the doctor and just let them do it for us?
No.
I mean, we got good health insurance.
No.
Let's see.
Okay, so this is the box to mail it back in. Oh, so that's nice. It's already
cute
with the return label and everything on there. So that's nice.
What they say? Release and shake. Oh, so that's the mouthwash stuff. We gotta shake it in here. Okay. Then we gotta replace the funnel with the cap, and then we tighten to release it. All right. Then shake the tube for at least 5 seconds. Place it in the tube. Hey, drop it in the mail. Okay, cool.
Seems like very simple, very easy. Just make sure that you wait 30 minutes after you eat your fried chicken in order to do that.
All right, well, this I guess is probably a little bit easier than like this stool commercial. Is they're like you're supposed to check. You see if you got colon, and you got this. Go
see if you got a colon.
If you got colon cancer, how do you be doing the commercial? You got to go to the bathroom and I ain't doing that one.
Right, so we're not gonna unbox the colon cancer test.
We ain't doing that one. We're gonna just spit in the thing.
To the DNA ancestry test.
Exactly. See
all right. So we're gonna wait till his chicken digests and do our spitting. But what are some things that you are expecting? Like, are you? And I know a lot of this may sound like racist or whatever. But I mean, we're black. Like, are you expecting this to just tell you that you're black? Or are you expecting a little bit more information as far as like where you think you're from? Do you think that you may be from Ghana or Kenya, or you could be Ethiopian, Cameroon? Like, do you have certain areas that you've already like thought about? Like, oh, I'm hoping that I get a big percentage here.
That's a really good question. Because we're so Americanized, I guess I'm probably already in tune with the white part of me. Since they did bring us over to this country, we know as light as we got a little bit of white in us. But
which is so funny because watch one of my tests come back and be like, you 0% European. Be like, dang, I know what my great grandma.
Yes.
What is she?
That's a good point. I remember, I think I was in the 5th grade or the 6th grade or something like that, and I had to do a report on Sudan. And I was fascinated by it back then, because, it was fun to look up the colors of the flag and read about the people. But I have an attraction to, like, the South African part. I like South Africa. I like the island of Madagascar. I like Cape Town, and going up to Blue, I think it's called Tabletop Mountain or Blue Mountain or something like that. And I'm wondering, because I'm so drawn to that part of the continent, that maybe I am from South Africa, somewhere along there,
Nice.
So I guess I'm hoping to find out. I know some people from Ghana. I've met some people from Zimbabwe. I see that there's some fascinating parts in Morocco that people travel to, and so I'm really, really excited to learn about like where I'm from, where your boy Ant from.
What's funny is that we've been traveling a lot, and recently we've been going over to Nassau in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And one of the things that happened when we went over there is that they take a look at him and they're like, oh, well, you look like one of us. You look like you could be, Bohemian. I guess that's what they call themselves.
True. Yeah.
And of course they didn't say that about me. They just said it about him.
Because she looked Asian. You was walking around with some shrimp fried rice in your hand.
Okay, let me tell you something, all right? Just because I'm short does not mean that I'm Asian. I have, whatever. It's obviously as we look at this nice milk chocolate skin that I'm not, skin. But they did say that about him, and so I've never had anyone say anything to me like, "Oh, you look like you're." Except I did get the Asian thing before.
The shrimp fried rice.
But and I did not have any of that at the time. But I think it has a lot to do with my height. My height, and then I used to be really, really petite. Like, I'm not anymore.
Yeah. But yes, you are.
But not as much.
No, you ain't no 100 pounds and that kind of stuff.
Right.
103, whatever. But yeah.
But they did say that, and I don't know if we could like trace where the people in the Bahamas came from to see if that could be true. But I did see a resemblance once the guy said that. I started looking at them and started seeing what their characteristics were and how they looked, and I'm like, maybe so.
Yeah.
And I didn't have those things.
You know, that's a very good point, because a lot of when you're in the Bahamas or you're in the different islands, St. Thomas, Jamaica, and things like that, I mean, all of them look very much African American almost. They're like the regular black people. Other than the accent, they look just like regular black people.
Yeah.
So I know that during the whole slave trade or whatever the case is, a lot of Africans were dropped off in various islands before they even made it over to the U.S. You know, they were working in sugar cane fields and that kind of stuff like that. So yeah. I can only imagine that much of who I am is a part of that. What was the name of the tribe? Jukano? What was it? The beach.
I know there was a beach. I didn't know there was a tribe too.
I don't mean, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I just know, yeah, but that's what it's called.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Very popular beach. Walking distance from the cruise ports if you choose to go.
I recommend it.
Yeah, and then at the Atlantis,
yes.
You know, Saturday night they always have this really great parade. So you think because you like the music that you part of that?
I am.
Oh, whatever. Get out of here.
I'll tell y'all what though, man, on the real, man, if you have not been to the Bahamas, you gotta go. It was such a refreshing and such an exciting experience to be around so many people that look just like us.
I totally
owning
agree,
the shops,
but
managing. I know, but it is. I'm just saying. So you know what? If we come back and I'm from that family, that tribe, then cool.
Now, what I also think is interesting is that I wonder if, since we're doing this at the same time, if it would come back that we're actually from the same country. Ooh. Or have some things in common, because there's also been people who said that we kind of look alike, especially when we first started dating and posting pictures on Facebook. People were like, oh, you all look alike, like we do this test and we find out like, you're cousins or something.
Well, we ain't breaking up if we are. We just gonna have to be kissing cousins. It just is what it is. But I think we better grab the phone. We'll pause for a minute. I think, because I ate probably about 25 minutes ago. So let's go ahead and register online and let's get this thing done. I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Cool.
Okay,
we'll be right back. There's 1 5 seconds at least, so. All right, cool. And then now we just place the tube inside the collection bag, and I guess they ain't getting no instruction what this is. I guess it's just a
What was this for?
That was the top that we had originally. We could just throw this out.
Okay.
Throw that on away. But this here, what this is. Ain't no instructions on this piece here. That was pretty simple.
Yeah. And
then what I like too is like when you download the app, it even has videos on it with the instructions. For all my people out there that don't read. But anyways, so now we got the blue thing in here, and all we got to do, we shook it for about 5 seconds or whatever. So we already mixed the original mouthwash solution that Shira was talking about. It's actually some kind of a stabilizing solution. So now we can put it in here. We're sitting that, and then heck yeah, you already got it. So we can hit the next on the phone, and it tells us to go ahead on and seal the deal.
All right, so I'm opening up my collection bag.
Deal.
And what is this?
I don't know. They ain't no instructions. There's no videos on it either. So I guess it was just maybe to wipe off the saliva. I don't know what it was, but.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think we have any to wipe off.
No, I ain't got no wipe. I put all mine inside the tube, so I ain't got no more saliva.
Right. Mouth dry.
Okay. So anyway, so we seal that, and then now we just put it up inside here.
See, look.
Ooh, you got it stuck on there. See,
See, that's why we're doing this now.
See.
So you gotta be very careful. Open it up. Let it drop.
All right, cool. So you got that in there. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna take a picture of the UPS because I wanna, I wanna follow my stuff. I wanna make sure. All right, so I'm gonna hit here. What we got here? I don't know what that is. So I'm gonna take a photo of that. Oh, look what I have on that phone. It's me and you, baby. It's you, me and you.
Oh, I love it.
So anyway, let me see what we at here, right here. So I'm gonna take me a picture of that so I can follow it. Boom, got that. Put this up in here, and we good now. We off. We about to find out who we are. After 43 years.
Where we came from.
I mean, well, okay, well, I mean, right. But you know what? Here's what we want you to do. You know, why don't y'all chime in and tell us, you know, what part of Africa and what part of Asia Shira from?
What part of Africa do you think we're from? And then if you think that it could be some other, you know, continents that's represented, then you can add that as well. But predominantly Africa.
Yeah.
Like motherland.
Yeah.
I would be so crushed.
She gonna be from.
I would be so crushed if I got a huge percentage from someplace else other than Africa.
You gonna be from the part where Genghis Khan came from, yeah. He's Asian, so he's. But anyways, but yo, check this out. So listen, chime in, and hey, and we love you. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back with the next episode, letting you know
with our results. The results. Yeah, so stay tuned for the results episode. And if you come and you get this late, like it's no longer February, it's not Black History Month, then both shows will already be up. So it just depends on when you check it out. All right, and then also if you've done it before, please like chime in, let us know your experience. Do you have any surprises? Was it what you expected?
And tell all your friends. Absolutely,
leave the comments below. And always subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. We thank you very much.
Holla.
Peace.